I moved literally from a small town on the Middle Rhine to a small town in wine country in California. And Sonoma to me is just one of those jewels. I've been in the wine industry for 40 plus years. And I ran vineyards and I founded Donham, and I felt like I should start my own. I planted my own vineyard back in 2001, and once you plant some vines, you want to see how it tastes.
I see Anna really as unafraid to challenges. She's not daunted by things, and you could see very early on what leadership skills she had just naturally. She came into Buena Vista, ran the vineyards, and then on into Donham, and now with her work at Blue Farm. I look back on her, how she mentored me. She took me in and really let me be in the vineyard with her, and was my first entree into the world of growing grapevines, and I'm forever grateful for her.
I feel so fortunate that I feel I need to give back, and in any way I can, and however small it is, and I treasure what I have, and I love to share that. Coming as a foreigner to this country, you always feel, even though I had some English, but you're not fluent, and that means you really are not connecting. And I think reading is a super important part of connecting with what's going on around you. When I think of Kids Scoop News, I think of Vicky Whiting, the founder, who was my oldest daughter, third grade teacher many moons ago. It's super clever to create a kids magazine or kids news, and I feel it starts all there. If we get kids to be excited about learning and not just being on their phones, it's so deeply important, and the kids are our future. And I think we all need to work together to make sure that Kids Scoop News will continue and will spread even further.
Anna has a real passion about her. It really gets people moving in her direction. And it doesn't feel like you're following her. You feel like you're alongside her. And so she just has this knack for, striving and pushing for the best and getting people around her that are moving in that same direction.
Look here. Let's look at this. What do you think? Good. Yeah. The Sonoma Valley Mentoring Alliance is a school-based mentoring program. We match caring adults in Sonoma with mentees on one of the 7 Sonoma Valley Unified School District campuses. Our average match length is 8 years. And so you think about these volunteers who sign up when a child might be in elementary school in 2nd grade, and they are going to commit to, mentoring on a weekly basis for 8 to 9 years.
In Sonoma, every public school has a mentor center on their campus. Today, we have over 300 matches. And what do I mean by matches? A caring adult is matched with a young student, typically elementary school, who we feel would benefit from having a caring adult in their lives.
We have these incredible mentor centers that are filled with board games and sports equipment and art projects and books and Kids Scoop News. It gives our matches something to do. A mentor and a mentee can work on them together, and there is nothing that solidifies a relationship more than working on projects together.
Do you like Kids Scoop News?
Yeah.
We're all aware of the learning loss that happened during COVID, so we're in constant catch-up mode now for who knows how long. And because Kids Scoop News is fun, I think it provides a great outlet for kids who maybe a book is daunting. They don't have access to books at home. But being able to bring this home and having the Spanish content available for them to do with their families is another unseen benefit. So Kids Scoop News is supporting families and not just the kids, and I think that's a really, really beautiful thing.
In this valley where there's just, super generous and super donators, I mean, the McNeelys, they really stand out. They not only donate, but they also are incredibly enthusiastic about it, and they're a lot of fun. I mean, they're a lot of fun. When they see a project that's worthy, they go for it. I mean, they jump in, dive in all the way. They have this unlimited well of good vibe and good energy, and it just is magical.
Hey, good morning, Kelly.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent, excellent.
Rosemary and I moved to Sonoma from Manhattan in 1992. It was a little bit of a dare, let's go and check out Green Acres and see what it's all about. We quickly discovered that Sonoma is a wonderful spot, and it has been. It's been a great place for Hannah Rose to grow up, and that may be one of the best things about it. And Sonoma has done a lot for us, so we try to give back to Sonoma in a meaningful way.
We are honored and proud at the KHR McNeely Family Foundation to make impact, and so it's enriched me as an individual with helping others, where you can see the fruits of their labor, you can see the progress, and people are actually making a better difference in our community, a better difference in the world, and we feel joy when we see people rise above and they can realize their own dreams with just a little bit of support.
Probably the greatest thing that you can give to a child is education. Our mother used to read to us an hour a day, and I attribute that to my interest in still wanting to read. I'm a slow reader, but I enjoy it. So Kids Scoop, it provides that vehicle. And the fact that they have now moving to a national level, and what Vicki and Michael are doing are so important. And Rosie and I and Hannah enjoy looking at Kids Scoop. And I'm embarrassed to say a lot of those puzzles and quizzes stump me.
It makes perfect sense that the KHR Fund would be involved in promoting Kids Scoop with all the opportunities for kids to read that perhaps they wouldn't have that chance to do if they had to pay for something. And one thing that particularly comes to my mind is the word generous. He's generous of spirit, he's fun-loving, but even though his voice and his demeanor is larger than life, his generosity, I think, comes under the radar a lot of times.
I would just like to say, really, Kevin, Rosemary, thank you. Thank you so much for everything you do for this community.
The reason that I'm sitting in front of all of you is to be supportive of Kids Scoop News. It's an amazing organization, it's an amazing magazine, and so I hope that you'll all consider to be generous tonight, whether it be the fund to need or whether it be auction items, and it's something that is making a difference in our kids, in our lives, in our community, and it's starting to spread nationally. So be considerate, be generous, and support Kids Scoop News.